Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Keeping It G Real. I'm Lo.
I'm Bella. What's up?
I feel like we start every single episode literally the exact same
We
way.
do.
And that's
We really do.
our nice little intro for this week's episode. I feel like we should have talked about this definitely like in earlier episodes, or maybe we kind of like touched on it. But yeah, now we're going into like more detail about kind of the transition from like high school life into like college life, and just like dealing with all of the kind of like stresses in different aspects. But then also at the end, just sorry, I'm dying. Different ways, I guess, of like coping with it in a healthy way. Because allegedly, according to like one of the last few episodes, scrolling through TikTok isn't a healthy coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Why is that the case? I don't understand.
I mean, we've like slightly like touched like base on it like from a couple episodes ago, I guess, of just talking about like the highs and lows like of our lives. So this is like partially just one aspect
That's
of
true.
our life, but yeah, man. I don't know what to say.
Right. I said I'll get started. So basically, I feel like in high school, at least for me, like I don't know, academics wasn't like the number one thing on my mind.
It really wasn't, but I feel like some people that took it like such like to heart, like especially
True.
those who are applying to UF, them UF bitches.
Yo,
And
I got in. It wasn't that hard.
I
No.
can't. I didn't apply. I was like, I didn't want to go at all. So I was like, I'm not wasting my breath like applying for
No,
them.
that's fair.
But oh my gosh, y'all annoyed me so much. Yes, some of my friends go to UF, but still, y'all annoy the shit out of me because they were so obsessed with the class rank, going to the
Oh my
office
gosh.
like every week to get
Yeah.
it printed out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, they really don't care. If you're not applying to an Ivy League, like if
No,
you're trying to go
literally.
to Harvard, then yeah, worry about that. But you're like, I'm not saying UF is like a bad school. It's a great school because you'll hear them bitches being like, we're the top 10 like public university. I don't care. It's number 6, 7, whatever.
I said, y'all live in a
really do
swamp.
not care, okay? Like at the end of the day, class rank don't mean shit. J-Rose, stop videotaping me right now. I look like shit. Anyways, that's what I have to say about class rank because that shit was so annoying.
No, that's fair. Because, like, no offense, like, if you weren't either, like, valedictorian, salutatorian, or, like, in the top, like, 10 people, like, it didn't matter, like, what your, like, rank was. Unless, like I said, like, if you're valedictorian and you're applying to, like, Ivy Leagues, like, I understand, like, that's, like, important. But besides that, like, besties, it does not matter. But if we're talking technically, I was number 38. No.
I know I was top 100. I just don't remember. I was probably like in the 80s. I don't know. But like
Solid
I
number.
didn't do like ACE classes because I didn't get my ACE diploma. So I feel like because
I almost
also
forgot
ACE
about that.
classes, yeah, they like boosted your ranking up depending on like what classes you took. Like because I was like, I'm gonna take the class that I want to take. I'm like,
You took fun classes.
like I really don't care. Yeah, I would try and take like AP or ACE, like if that was the highest rank. But if
Yeah.
not, I would do like honors.
That's fair. Wait, did you take any, like, fun classes? Well, you took, like, photography and stuff.
Yeah, I took photography for 2 years. What else did I take for fun? I
Damn.
gotta say that
I really blanked out.
I really blanked. What other electives?
Well, I mean, marketing, that took up like half your schedule, but like,
yeah, but those were like,
did you take any language?
oh, I took Spanish 1 too, but like that's because I had to, you know. Like the only, I want to say it was really just photography, maybe from like my fun classes that were just like I didn't have to take. I just took them.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be it.
I'm like thinking about like electives and stuff, but then that's just like in like middle school. I feel like we had
Yeah.
like PE and then like
culinary, and, like,
keyboard. We kind of had fun in middle school.
middle school was yo. I would like, cause I would not want to do a high school reunion, but a middle school reunion, hell yeah! Like I want to go back to my middle school and like see all these people from like way back.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school was a time to be alive. Like when I was there, I was like, ew, no, I need to go to high school. But looking back, I'm like, no. Middle school were the best like 3 years.
Wait, no offense. Didn't you say your middle school was ghetto though?
Yeah.
You said that don't mean it wasn't fun.
It was so fun. Oh my gosh, I love that shit.
No, I had my fun time in my culinary class. So like it was how they did it. I think it was like half the year it was cooking and then the other half was sewing. I was killing it.
You did sewing?
Yeah, like, so it had, like, home ec, it, like, is comprised of both.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it was, like, for, like, 6 months or whatever, we would be whipping in the kitchen, and then it was on to sewing whales. And tell me how I was killing it in the, like, cooking part. Like, I was making my pancakes, and they were able to, like, take it, like, after class. You're allowed to, like, bring it to your next class so you can, like, eat it for lunch and stuff. And then as soon as it got to the sewing, I'm not even kidding, I was probably the worst in the class to the point where, because I think it, like, stems back from, like, my fear of needles. So I was, like, going, like, super slow so I wouldn't, like, prick myself. But to the point where the home ec teacher, like, called me out, and she's like, Lauren, I'm gonna need you to go a little bit faster. Some people are already on their second animal, and you're still, like, stitching your first. I'm like,
damn, she called your ass out.
I'm like, sorry, good things take time. Like, give me a second. And then I forgot when you brought up the UF thing to mention the story. I think I definitely told you. I'm not gonna drop names, but
I know, you know, I telepathically, I know what you're saying, because this story is so funny.
It's so, like, out of pocket. So we, like,
so funny.
I, like, walk into class one day, and I guess it was probably, like, the day, I think it might have been the day after UF acceptance, like, letters, like, went out, and, you know, everyone, like, figured out if they got, like, accepted. And so I'm talking to this one girl, and then I forgot what I said. She's like, oh, like, you got in? I was like, yeah, I did, but, like, I'm still gonna, like, go to UCF and stuff. And she's like, you would rather go to UCF over UF? Like, you know it's a top 10 school, right? Like, I literally don't understand why you would do that. Like, that literally is so dumb of you. And I just sat there, like, in literally shock. I was like, because I like UCF, I like Orlando, and, like, I want to do engineering, and they're really good for engineering. And she's like, that is so crazy. Yeah, no, I'll be at UF for the next 4 years. Thank you. And I was like, okay, girl.
Because so many people, like, at UF, like, they just didn't understand that, like, just because it's a great school, like, academically, doesn't mean it's the right school. Like,
at least for me.
Yeah, like, it really depends. Like, you should pick the school that you would actually feel happy with and that is actually good for your major.
Yeah.
Does UF got, like, an entertainment management program? No, I don't think so. And I'm pretty sure Rosen is, like, it's one of the top, or it is the top, like, hospitality school.
Well, because, I mean, you're literally in Orlando. This is, like, the center of the world's hospitality.
Yeah, I was like, babes, I'm having so much fun at UCF. I'm getting good balance of everything while y'all at UF are fighting for your lives.
No, literally, because, like, the amount of people, especially, like, going into, like, their freshman year of, like, UF, were so like, depressed, and, like, they're, like, failing their classes. They hated the area. Like, they weren't meeting nice people. I was like, y'all, that sounds like hell.
And at the end of the day, we're all gonna have, like, the same degrees.
That's true.
Like, think about it. When you're going for, like, your job interviews after college, they're really not going to care whether you went to, like, UF, FSU, or UCF.
Exactly.
The only way they might matter is if you went to an Ivy League school and you're, like, depending on where you're applying to. But other than that, they really don't care what school you go to. Like,
no, literally.
As long as you got, like, damn, J-Rose, his charger be loud. But as long as you got, like, that bachelor's degree or, like, whatever degree you need for a job, that's all they're going to care about.
You did the damn thing, and that's all that mattered. We got so horribly off topic.
Yeah, we did.
But basically, yeah, so I was saying, like, in high school, like, academics, like, I don't know, they also kind of weren't important until, like, the end, I feel like. So freshman and sophomore year, I did not give a fuck. And then when it became, like, SAT, I was like, perhaps I need to study.
Yeah, perhaps. Let me do some SAT prep.
No, literally. That shit was the worst time of my life. Like, the whole, like, period of, like, going through the test. Because I took the test, like, 3 or 4 times just so I can, like, improve my score. Which I'm, like, thinking back, it probably did not matter. I could have taken, like, my first score.
Pretty sure they're getting rid of, like, standardized testing, though, now. I don't know about the SAT, but I remember, like, someone told me they're getting rid of, like, I think, like, FSA and all that shit. And I was like, bro, are you kidding me? I was like, come on now. But I remember with SAT, like, putting so much stress and, like, thinking it's going to be, like, the end of the world, not getting the score I want. But really, they don't care. Like, as long, because, I mean, the SAT, as long as, like, you get a good score if you have is Bright Futures just a Florida thing?
I think so. I mean, other states might have, like, something similar.
But, like, just getting a good enough score to get, like, Bright Futures so your college is paid for, that's, I guess, it's just part. But when you're
Yeah.
applying to places, they don't care. They really don't care about your SAT score like that. It's just like,
Yeah, like as long as I think like if you had, I think what also
was
definitely
like-
helped my case is like if you had other things like on your resume. So if you were, had good grades in your classes, if you were in different clubs, if you were like participating in sports, and then like the SAT, that would just be like if you got a good score, obviously that's like the icing on top. But like, I mean, you can't get like a super shitty score.
Yeah.
But like if you just stay like on average, you should be
as
fine.
long as you're well-rounded, really. I feel like just
Exactly.
everyone put too much stress over like some things. And then
I already have test anxiety, y'all. I could not be doing all
because
that.
why teachers in high school be like, do you think you could like get away with this in college? Like college is gonna be all this stuff. Like I'm like, what do you mean? Like, oh, leaving the
joke.
class to go to the bathroom? Okay, like I literally could just walk out of my class now and go to the
Like
bathroom.
with my backpack
Yeah,
and leave
without
the
questions
leave
asked,
the class.
yeah, they're like, you really think you could get away with this in college? Yeah, bro, I do. Yeah.
I can get away with 10 times more. You're right.
Yeah, like it's so funny. It's so funny.
They were so goofy. Cause then, oh yeah, I guess this is now like the transition. So yeah, in high school, I feel like it's just more worried. Like I feel like on your social like aspects, so like the clubs that you're in, the people you're hanging around, like kind of like parties and like social life was kind of like the main thing that people were focusing on. And then I know about like Bella can obviously like tell like her story, but at least for me, like when I got to college, I got smacked in the face with my academics, where it's the point I kind of wish that I like picked up better studying habits like in high school so it can like prepare me for college, because now I spend most of my time studying throughout the days, like going to class and stuff. And then on top of that, just like I guess adjusting to the quote unquote like adult things we have to do. So, obviously worrying about like grocery shopping, cleaning, if there's something broken in our apartment, figuring that out. And just, I don't know, like small things that my parents would definitely like help me out with in college is just stuff that I had to like implement into my life. And then, I don't know, even like you really have to kind of organize your time, because like I'll really, want to go out to like this party or something that my like friends are having, but like I know I have an exam in like 3 days that I like have to study for. So I kind of have to, pull back like socially, but then it also, you have to kind of make sure that you like allocate time to hang out with your friends, because like obviously relationships are a really big aspect of my life. So just figuring out that whole situation.
I personally don't like have to worry as much as academics. I feel like I was probably stressed like more about that in high school, just because I feel like I had like a bigger workload. I think it's also
True.
not that like I don't have, because I do have like work to do in college. I think it's just different for me now, that where the workload doesn't feel a lot, because it's like assignments I'm interested in, because they're all like related to the entertainment industry, which is something I'm really passionate about. So when I have to do work, I don't really like get stressed over it. Except like
nice.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta write a discussion board like about like these movies or something, or behind the scenes. I'm like, okay, like period. And then like some like for writing papers, some of them I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But no, I mean, there's times where I could like get stressed, but in college now I get stressed more thinking about like applying to internships and like career moves more than the actual like academics itself.
That's 100% true, because obviously I think in high school you're just looking forward to like college and like those like 4 years of your life. But then when you're in college now this is like looking at the rest of your life. It's not like really in like sections. I mean, like granted you can, figure out what you're doing for like the next year, like if you're just going to do like an internship, but like after that you're looking kind of long term there. And like obviously you're probably going to have to well, depending like what kind of job and industry you're going to, might have to like move out of the state, and like figuring out how to like pack up your whole entire life and leaving your friends and family. Sorry to scare you, Bella.
Yeah,
Her
'cause let's
graduation's
talk about
coming
it.
up.
Yeah, I literally graduate in December. It's so no, because I'm so anxious about it, because I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I applied for a bunch of internships for summer, and like I heard back from like one so far, and I'm just like, y'all, I kind of need like, this is kind of my last like year to do internships until like December, because then after college I need to find like
Job.
I need a full-time job. And like I do have a job now. I love my job at Universal, but respectfully I can't be doing that or at least I personally don't want to be working at Universal in attractions like after college, because I feel like for me, this is just my personal opinion for myself, that it's just like a college thing for me.
Yeah.
Like for other people, like I don't care how old you are working. Like I love all my coworkers. Some of them are a lot older than me. Love them. But just for like where I want to be in life and what I want to be doing, I don't want to be in like an attraction type job after college. I feel like that's where I have to like kind of start being more serious and be more professional or whatever. And so I'm just like, I need to pay my bills, but like I also need to be doing stuff that's gonna further my career. Like I need to be doing some like high end, like high up social media job. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do, and it's so stressful.
But at least like I think you're like forgetting you already have like technically like 2 internships under your belt, so
I guess yeah.
that's a great start, because I mean some people don't even like have that. And then well, at least you know that you're staying in Orlando. That's a good thing. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that, because Bella's not leaving me, because I'm not graduating until literally a year after you. So
Like I wanted to be doing my own content. I was hoping like I was supposed to be famous already. I'm behind. I'm
we're
so
a week
behind, y'all.
behind. We're 2 weeks
Yeah,
behind.
like I don't even know. Like I don't know I really don't know what I'm doing with that whole department. But y'all, it's been 8 years though since I've created my YouTube channel, which is so weird. That's so insane to me. Cause what? Like if you told me like 8 years ago, opening up my sister's 2012 MacBook,
Yeah.
making a little favorite things, like my favorite things with my face like literally cut off, like half, like you could only see half my face on the screen.
Oopsie.
And that 8 years later, I'd be doing, or I'd be having a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to work at the Cannes Film Festival. I would not believe you. I was
Aw.
like, I didn't even know what a podcast or what the Cannes Film Festival was 8 years ago.
That's fair.
Did podcasts even exist? Like, I feel like they weren't really a thing.
I
It
was
just
gonna
radio
say-
talk shows.
Yeah, like I feel like if someone like said podcast, I would think it was like one of those like history like things that they like
Yeah.
assign you in class. Like, go listen to this podcast and like come back and write like a summary or whatever.
Yeah, podcasts weren't really a thing then, so it was just like
Exactly.
a radio show or webcam show. I don't know.
Yeah, but now like a lot of people are into it, because it's not only, it's obviously like what we're doing, it's more like social media, like we're talking about like fun things, not just like,
yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And then going back to what you said like earlier, like about like high school, it blows my mind that we had like 7 classes a day.
No,
I can't even go to my one class without struggling to get out of bed.
I literally, did not go to classes today. Woke up, I checked my phone, it's 10. I said, that's crazy, I have class at 10:30. My campus is 30 minutes away. And I said, guess I'm not going to either class.
What time was your other class?
Like right after that one. So it's probably like,
I mean, you definitely
it
could
was
have
at
made
12.
that.
It was at 12.
So I was like, well, if I take like an hour to get dressed.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna drive 30 minutes just for one class, you know? Like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna waste my gas for that. I said, might as well just get some work done here.
No, that's fair. No, it sounds so bad, and this is probably not good advice, but I've been like having like exams like the past like 2 weeks, so I literally have not gone to class in like 2 weeks. But tell me how I still have been like taking like my weekly quizzes and whatnot. Tell me how I think I've been doing better on my quizzes not going to class than actually going.
I think that's a sign. I think that's a
I would
sign
just not
for
pull
real.
up, because like no offense, like at least my professors like this semester, like they either, you know, post their lectures, post the Zoom, or no offense, they're not helpful in class. Like they're just gonna like read off the slides, which I can do in my own time and like figure it out.
Exactly, because my professors, they just be saying the same thing over and over again that's on the PowerPoint. I'm like, you know what?
Exactly.
I
But
can figure it out.
but I do feel really bad about my one like leadership class. So it's like in this giant lecture hall. And I think it's kind of like a later class. It starts at like 5 or like 4:30 or something. And we only have like 3 assignments for the semester in that class. One of them's like a presentation paper and then like a final like research or something. And so I've already done my one presentation. So I feel bad. I literally have only gone to that class maybe like 3 times this semester. And the lady is so like nice and like passionate. But I'm like, I just don't have time to be sitting there for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. About also it's like information I already know. It's like leadership. It's like SWOT analysis. I'm like, I
know about SWOT analysis.
I do.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
Oh, I thought you were gonna stutter. You're like, oh.
No, I learned about it also in, like, all of my entertainment classes, and I'm like, like when we get to like our marketing chapters and stuff, I said, oh, babes, I already know about all that.
No, literally. I said, I don't know if you heard of a little thing called DECA.
Yeah, they're like, what's CSR? I said, corporate social responsibility. I know all about that. What you mean?
I definitely forgot about that. Damn, I can't even imagine. Like, I forgot about, like, because all of my classes, obviously, like, since beginning, like, college, they're just, like, analytical. Like, I don't do any, like, reading, really. It's all, like, mathematics and, like, calculations.
Ew. Nah, low-key, I miss, like, doing some math.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say, I thought you liked math.
I'm in, like, my financial, performance class. I guess they're learning math. I guess that's what I missed on Monday. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm getting notes sent to me, so it's all good. But, like, my friend was saying that people were stressing out in the class, like, because they saw some numbers. But she said it was pretty easy, and I said, oh, period. Because, I used to slay it. I was so good at math.
I think you were in, like, a higher math than
I was
me.
really good at math. Because freshman year, I was, like, I think I was the only freshman in my class doing Algebra 2.
Slid.
And then I did pre-calc sophomore year, and then junior year, I was like, I'm not taking AP Calc. I said, I don't need it, y'all. I'm not taking it. So I did AP Stats, and then that was so easy.
I never took stats.
I liked it. And then senior year, I needed, like, I think I just needed one more math credit. So I dual enrolled college algebra, and oh my gosh, that was so easy.
No, literally.
That was so stupid easy. I would get so annoyed in class. I would I could have.
Oh, you went to class? Mine was online.
No, mine was in class.
That's ghetto. Literally, I don't think I took a singular, like, dual enrollment class, like, in person. Mine were all online. Y'all, that's one piece of good advice we can give you. Please do dual enrollment if you can. Like,
save yourself the money.
Yeah, like, I don't know why, no offense, we're taking, like, AP Stats. You could have, like, already been, like, taking, like, college classes and getting, like, credit for it. Because, I mean, like, technically I was, like, 2 math classes, I think, ahead, like, when I came into college. But, like, I could have been, like, done with my math before I actually, like, started college.
That's how I was done with English, math, science. Like, history too. Like, the only thing I had to take was, like, freshman year going in was, like, the sociology.
Oh, and even that's like a fun class.
What? Because YJ Rose texting us saying he took airport and airline construction for dual enrollment. That's a thing. What?
Why the did you need to take that?
I can't.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
I think I took
props though.
They gave me credits to graduate.
I mean, yeah, get your credit.
No, because I think I only took like a handful. I did take college algebra. I think I also took like a history class.
I only did college algebra, and then I did general chemistry one.
Oh
the
my
lecture
god!
lab.
I remember you doing
Gen Chem.
You'd go in and get like the tacos afterwards.
Yeah, I go to Tacos Al Carbone after.
I would always
the labs. I loved chemistry. I loved chemistry.
If I could pick
I was
my
literally
least
the
favorite
chemistry honor society. I was literally treasurer.
I was National Honor Society treasurer or president.
I was a member of National Honor Society. I think I paid my dues and that was it. I didn't show up to anything.
Yeah.
But I did get that cord though. Best believe I got that cord.
Well, respectfully, that's because like I was the one that was like organizing like the cords and like if everyone got the requirements, and I was like, nah, she's valid, she's fine.
So I with her, she get a cord.
No, literally, because I think it was like it was like near COVID, so they just kind of felt bad for everyone. They're like, just like let everyone go through.
That's a period.
Exactly. But what were we talking about? Dual enrollment?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Just take dual enrollment. Get your credit.
Be in your bag.
Dual enrollment, it was also free, correct? Is that right? I feel like
so.
Yeah. So take your free classes now.
That's crazy.
So you don't have to pay money to take
like
those
$3,000
classes in
now.
college, and then you could also graduate earlier too.
Yeah. Oh, that's like another thing I forgot to like mention. With like college, like I was saying like at least for me, like high school academics like weren't that big, but like in college, considering I'm literally paying for the classes that I'm taking, like you have like a new like I guess like pressure on top like to pass your classes because if not it's not just gonna like you can't just skip over. You're gonna need to take that class like the next semester, so you might as well just like get your shit together and then move on from there. So that's what I'm trying to do this semester.
Period. And you got it.
Oh, we got it. Well, I guess to end the episode, perhaps we should talk about some ways that we deal with our stress and the healthy coping mechanisms.
You want to take that away? You want to take it?
I'll go first. So I would say definitely spending time and, hanging out and going out with like our friends. I feel like we do that. Like literally, well, we just had like our friend's birthday party like this past weekend. So yeah, just being able to like let off some steam, like catching up on like each other's lives, definitely like helps because it just gets like your mind off of things and like kind of shows you college is more than just like studying and stuff. And then at least for me, I'm doing 2 IM sports right now. I just finished volleyball and now I'm doing floor hockey and 4-versus-4 flag football. So that's another way that I get to like have like fun. So not only like am I getting like my kind of workout in, but also I really can let out my energy because if you guys haven't seen like floor hockey or like know what it is,
silly.
that shit is we look super goofy, but like also I is such like a workout, and the girls, at least that we played like last week, were aggressive as fuck. So now I have bruises all up and down my leg.
They were. I was cheering low on though. I'm a good support.
I know. I always see Bella in the stands rooting for me.
It's so fun to watch.
Thank you.
I really enjoy watching floor hockey. I was like, all right.
Slay.
I was like, I guess I gotta watch a regular hockie game now. I've never seen hockey.
I mean, like actual hockey's fun too.
Yeah.
That's what they get in fights. I understand that now because the amount of times I wanted to get in a fight.
I wanted to get in a fight watching y'all play. I wanted to get on the field and just like, or on the court. Sorry, the court. Because it was
the technical terms.
Yeah.
But also I think it's like floor hockey is like easier because then the puck is like bright orange, so you kind of can't miss it. Like
that is true.
I feel like other sports like football or something, if I'm like watching, I'm like, where the is the ball at?
That makes sense.
Your turn, Bella.
I cope with playing the drums. Jay Rose is kind enough to give me. I don't think you meant to click that one, babe.
That was the wrong one.
Which one?
I was gonna do the ooh.
Which one?
I don't know. Okay, there we go.
Anyways, Jay Rose was kind enough to let me borrow his drum set for a few weeks. So it's just chilling in my room. It's definitely loud as hell, but I don't care because my neighbors are racist and homophobic. So I'm gonna drum away. But no, that's a lot of fun. I love playing the drums.
Nice.
I still have my crochet stuff, but I haven't I stopped for a bit because I get stressed when I can't figure it out, like when it's not working. But I'm gonna get back into it soon, guys. And then what else am I doing? I guess just hanging out with friends and stuff, hanging out with coworkers because that's a lot of fun.
Hang out with your roomie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I said hang out with friends. Yeah, girl.
I said I'm more than a friend.
She is. That's my girlfriend. That's my babe for life. But yeah, just hanging out with some people. I have good company. I mean, right now I'm happy in my life.
Oh.
So
We've been waiting for this one.
No, I've been waiting for this one to be happy. Guys, don't literally come back next week and I'm like,
yeah.
guys, literally come back next week and I'm like, I am so depressed again. I lost all hope to live. It comes to phases, guys. I'll probably be crying in an hour. We don't know.
Bro,
But for right now, in this moment, I'm happy. I'm chilling.
Woo!
Yeah.
What a bad bitch. Yeah.
And that's all I got.
And I think that is the end of the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed and tune in next week for our last episode of season 2. So that should be very
I feel like
fun.
we did tell y'all that the next week's the last week of season 2, but we're telling you now. It's
Surprise!
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So tune in next week. Bye, y'all.
See ya.